Hello, my spooky sluts. Once again, I went on Halloween shopping. Halloween hunting. Your girl's broke, so I have not been buying too much, but I have been looking so I can share clips with you guys of what exactly I'm finding out in the wild. First, I just want to start with I want it known that this whole past week where I live, it has been complete, fantastic fall vibes. It's been cool. It's, you've actually been able to wear long sleeves. It's just been so, just the vibes, fantastic. And, of course, when I finally actually pull out the camera to film this, it's 100 degrees again and feels like the middle of summer. So, as much as we're trying to have the fall vibes going on, I'm just going to be a sweaty mess again. It's fine. It's a running theme with these videos, so we're just dealing with it at this point. Yeah, no, incredibly frustrating because it's been, so vibey lately. I've been so excited about it. Your girl does not do well in heat, and I thrive in, colder, rainier, just fall. Because, I don't love winter either. Fall vibes are great, especially for my wardrobe. Look, my little Halloween Town University sweatshirt. Perfect fall vibes. Not so perfect 100-degree weather vibes, but it is where we're at. Alright, so August Halloween hunting, we'll jump right into it. Honestly, I was not able to get very much into August at all, so this is going to be a short and sweet video, but I did want to share with you guys what I was able to look around at. On the 23rd, I headed to Target, and I honestly didn't even get a chance to look at the whole store. I was just specifically in their bullseye playground area where everything is $5 or less. Granted, they always have a bunch of Halloween stuff there every year anyways, so it was a good spot to check. They had some little ceramic doodads, pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns and things like that. That's a pretty standard. Everywhere is going to have stuff like that. They did have their little spooky branchy looking trees that they have every year. And I'm so excited because Target every year, particularly in their little dollar spot, always has, well, for Halloween, every year they have these funky Halloweenish branchy trees that are so fucking cool. And there were a couple years where they were always gorgeous, and I'd watch other people decorate with them and, you know, get them, and they were all so pretty. So I was finally yeah, I'm gonna get one. And the year that I decided to, they were ugly as fuck. The bases were different than they had ever been, and they were just not cute. So I was shit, I got one anyways just to have, but I wasn't thrilled about it. And finally, again, this year they have some fairly pretty ones. I mean, they're basic. The bases are basic. They haven't had any super fancy ones in a few years, the particular ones I'm in love with, but these were black with a silver glitter. Very, very pretty. I'm very, very stoked to have picked up a few of these. They have some more doodads. They had a lot of different matte black candlesticks and things like that, which were very, very cool. I could see a lot of people working that into some gothic decor, as well as some fun different pumpkins and things, stuff that would be super good for DIYs or just filler and things like that. They had some kitchen type stuff, you know, they've had some kids' sippy cups. They also had some spatulas and some glasses, as well as some more display type stuff. They had these cool little spooky looking doors. They had these really pretty trays, again, matte black. It looks like we're going to be getting a lot of matte black stuff from Target, which is fun because that's fairly neutral. Most people can work that into their decor theme somehow. But they had these little trays that had little snake handles that were really cool looking. I didn't pick one up myself, but I honestly might in the future if I ever see them, because I feel it would be a really cute little perfume holder or something to hold skincare in a bathroom or something like that. They had a bunch of kind of like succulent foliage type things and vases to hold some like fall florals and things and candles and just a lot of like little simple decor things. You know, very cute, but definitely not the most advanced we've ever seen. Some of them, like some of it's really nice quality and then some of it was like cheaper than I was expecting. And like obviously you have to expect like more budget type shit in the dollar spots, but like even stuff that I had seen other people posting about online, especially like those spatulas and things, were so much more cheap in person than they appeared online. So it was a little disappointing because I was fully like planning on buying some of those Halloween spatulas, and then I saw them and I was kind of just like, oh, I'm good. But yeah, just like a nice little start. I don't think my location had any of their proper like full Halloween line in the back out just yet, so I didn't really bother looking too deeply because they still had like a lot of their back to school and their summer stuff headed out. So hopefully in the next like week or two we will get more proper Halloween, but so far not so much. And then on the 30th I checked out a Dollar Tree. And honestly, I was so incredibly impressed with the selection that Dollar Tree has this year. Like, you could tell they were still unpacking and still putting stuff out, so we're still going to be getting a little bit more, I imagine, before the end of the season. But I was so impressed with the selection and the quality of some of the pieces. Like, I feel like the past few years, Dollar Tree and, like, 99-cent only stores have just had, like, the same old shit that they've had for years. And it's just, like, really bad quality. And, I mean, obviously, like, you can't expect the most from dollar stores. But, like, sometimes they have really surprisingly high-quality items. But lately, the past few years, Halloween's been kind of sucking. But it looks like we might actually be improving this year. And I'm very, very excited about it. Obviously, like as per usual, a ton of like ceramic type knickknacks, you know, glass and things, like candles, little doodads and knickknacks, signs, the general kind of cute stuff. A lot of pumpkins as per usual, but we're seeing some new funky designs. We're getting some almost like pastel goth kind of vibes in some of this stuff, which is actually really, really cute. Vaguely like reminiscent of the pink line that like Michaels did last year, but almost kind of better. Like, the pink collection Michaels did had so much potential and they just fell so short, whereas, like, some of the pieces that I've been seeing at, like, the Dollar Tree were actually kind of cute, and I was like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. Again, you know, they have some more, like, fall harvesty type stuff. Most places do tend to have more fall vibes and more fall vibes and more like traditional harvest and Thanksgiving-y type things earlier, which honestly, I feel like I've mentioned this in every video that I've done, but I'm not a fan. Well, that's not even true. Obviously, some of it's cute and very much like if you're the type to do more seasonal versus specific holidays, like it's fantastic. But I do wish that we could see some Halloween a little bit sooner than we do because, like, the fall season lasts longer than Halloween specifically does. Whatever. They had a bunch of, like, signage and things, a lot of, like, wall signs and garland and just a lot of wall decor, which I feel like we haven't been getting too much of at, like, dollar stores lately, so that was kind of fun. They also had like a bunch of little socks and some fun little doodads. There was a whole section that was very like party and trick-or-treating based. Like they have, you know, different like plastic party cups and utensils and things like that, as well as packages of little things that would be great for like trick-or-treating or like gift bag goodies. A ton of stuff that like would be so good for DIYs. Like, I may have picked up a few things for that purpose, so we'll see how many DIYs I'm able to get to this year, but I have a few that I'd really like to show you, because some of the stuff is just so cute, and I always, like, that's one of the reasons why I love searching at places like the dollar stores, is because it just sparks so many ideas and just, like, really vibes with my creativity for the season. They had a lot of skeleton type pieces, a bunch of, yeah, just different skeletons and some of those, like, really bad anatomical animal type things, and a lot of, like, outdoor decor, like a lot of stuff that you would hang from places, and a lot of those, like, yard tombstones and things like that, which was pretty surprising, actually. I feel like we never really see too much outdoor decor at dollar stores, so that was pretty cool. And of course, just more, like, fall vibes as well. They had a whole section where it was like a DIY kind of like craft section specifically. They had a bunch of supplies, like a bunch of like blank things that you can paint. They had like a bunch of ribbon and floral and things like that. So that was also kind of fun for the DIY vibes, but admittedly not as creative, like creativity sparking as the trick or treat section. So, you know, really just based on like your own personal preference. They had like a whole little end cap of Halloween cards that was actually really, really cute. I feel like obviously, like, Halloween cards aren't really a thing, and I feel like they should be. Like, I would rather send Halloween cards every year than Christmas cards. Not that I fucking send Christmas cards, like, who does anymore? But I'm like, if you're gonna do for a holiday, like, Halloween would be such a fun one to do. I honestly might go back to get some just to have, because I feel like they were pretty cute, and it was like a Hallmark collab, I think. They had a little bit of kitchenware type stuff. Like, they had, like, cookie cutters. Oh my god, couldn't think of the word. They had cookie cutters and oven mitts and, like, pot holders and things like that, as well as a whole little end cap of, like, a pumpkin carving section. So that obviously, like, shitty pumpkin carving tools that don't last a full pumpkin carve anyways. But yeah, those are, like, the only options available. Like, they have to have just, like, really nice pumpkin carving kits somewhere. I feel like I've never seen them, but they have to. Or honestly, just get, like, a ceramics kit, because a lot of ceramic tools is very, very similar to stuff that you would use in pumpkin carving. But anyways, yeah, they had, like, a whole little pumpkin carving end cap, as well as just some more little bits and bobs, doodads, kind of like lighting and candle-y type stuff. And just, you know, some more fall vibed, specifically, like more fall versus Halloween. But yeah, I was genuinely really surprised by the amount that the Dollar Tree had already had out, and just their selection. I feel like their quality is just better this year than it has been the past couple of years. Unfortunately, their prices are also more expensive. Like, most things are $1.25 right now versus the dollar. Thanks, capitalism. So that really bites. It's a little bit harder to budget, because, like, you know, you used to be able to be like, oh, I can get, you know, 4 things for $5, and now it's just like, ah, shit, I can get like 2 things. So, you know, I really hate to see the price increase at dollar stores, especially because that's somewhere that, like, some people can only afford to shop there. And, like, adding a whole quarter, like, that's a 25% price increase. Was that the right math? I honestly, that could be a lie. But yeah, so, like, the price increase really, really sucks. Unfortunately, it's just what we're dealing with at the moment, but their quality was there. So, like, I wasn't too mad about the pieces that I did get that were $1.25 versus $1, because the quality is still there. And honestly, we'll talk about it more in depth in my next Halloween hunting video for September. But I did manage to peek into a Michael's real quick, and honestly, Michael's quality this year kind of fucking sucks. So, like, the Dollar Tree quality was really comparable to a lot of the stuff at Michael's. So I'm fully just gonna say, like, if you want to do your own Halloween shopping this year, check the dollar stores first and do shopping there, and then go to the more expensive places. Honestly, I feel like Michael's should be last on the list because of their price to like quality ratio is fucking shit right now. But yeah, those were all of the goodies that I managed to be able to check out in August. Definitely not a ton, but I still wanted to pop in and just like be like, hey, we're still out here, we're still Halloween hunting. Hopefully I get more in September, but we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, it's busy season. I've been working so fucking much and it really sucks. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast hanging out with y'all. Peace.